idea if the mics are going to work on this or not. I got to figure it out. What do we got here? Pod track. Let's see if it's on the pod track. Let's check. Well, by golly, it is. Even the sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while. And I get to be that dog's ass. All right, there's your camera adjustment. Supposed to start this off the right way, drinking.
Volume is way low.
How about now? Is the volume better now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? That should be the way to help you out, guys out there. Get to see if we got 5x5 now. Everybody good? Everybody happy? Good. Glad you're coming along with me. You guys got to drink and believe everything I say. I got to drink so I can tell really good stories and lies. I don't have any alcohol. I wish I did. But this is the $1.2 million view of the Sun Valley Fox's Foxhole Studios in Minden, Nevada. That is an actual picture of the sun setting around the mountains and around South Lake Tahoe. So drink a glass and we'll continue on with the show.
Wow.
I'm not happy.
What is it this time?
I'm not happy on several fronts. Like, you ever have those days when you don't want to go to work and you're just sitting there and you got your gear on, you're ready to go out the front door, you got your work stuff, or for your girl, you got your purse or you got your backpack or whatever, and you're standing there at the front door and you're thinking, I just don't want to go. That's where I'm at right now. I just don't want to go. I don't want to do this. I'm so fucking mad at everything. It's just, it gets to the point where even dumb things start to bother me. And I know it's not right. I know some of it will work itself out, but right now I'm just burned out. And not on Gen X Talks. I'm burned out on all the stupid shit, the fires that I got to put out. I'm getting to a point where I just want to say fuck it. I don't care. Now, we got to go pick up our truck tomorrow from the dealership. We talked about this on the podcast today. Our truck is still under warranty by General Motors. We had a General Motors dealership do some work on it in California, and the dealership that's looking at it right now in Nevada says that the previous dealership fucked up the problem, made a mistake. And they're not going to cover it because the other dealership fucked it up. Now, the short version is I should be the victim customer. That's what I should do. I should just say, well, golly gee willikers, I bought a General Motors vehicle and I bought it from GM and I had it repaired at GM and now it's fucked up at GM. Shouldn't you guys fix it through GM? Shouldn't you guys? It doesn't matter. As a customer, it doesn't matter whether the truck is under warranty and a part failed or whether you had it in at a GM authorized service center and they fucked it up. The bottom line is GM did this collectively as a whole. I haven't played that victim card. I've been trying to work with everybody on it. But today the GM dealer says, well, your truck's done. Come get it. Leave your credit card on file. Once we get the other dealership to participate in the labor repair that they fucked up, we'll run your card for the difference. Okay, which also means if the other dealership doesn't participate in the repair that they fucked up, they're just going to charge me. And I've already got my card. So I said, nah, I'll wait. I'll come get my truck tomorrow. Just fix this, figure it out. They were supposed to have it figured out by tonight. I said, just pick up your truck, leave your credit card. We'll get it handled before we go home tonight. So I just left it there. I said, well, if you're going to get it handled tonight, I'll just come in tomorrow and pick it up and let me know how it went. But it didn't get handled tonight. Didn't get handled today. So I'll go in tomorrow morning. It'll be the same thing. Well, we still haven't heard from the dealership. You can pick it up, but you got to pay for everything. So I'm upset that I'm in that situation. I'm upset with Facebook. We don't make a ton of money on Facebook, but we try really hard. And today they dinged us for a post they took down in July. We posted something in July about 2% milk. And they said, oh, that could be offensive to people. You should take this down. So we did. They're like, that was one of the first times I've ever seen Facebook say, if you should take this down before you get dinged. All right, then we took the fucking picture down. It was no big deal. We took it down on both Facebook pages, and that was it. 3 months later, they say, yeah, we've decided that was a bad post, and they're dinging us monetarily, monetization-wise, for something that we took down at their recommendation 3 months ago. And, it's only a few bucks, but it's like, God, you try so hard to do everything, follow the fucking rules. And, Facebook just fucking moves the goalposts. They're just not, either they're a bad company or they're not organized, in my opinion. So, all that shit's bugging me. I don't know, you guys know Dr. McDreamy. I love Dr. McDreamy. We're friends. But today, I was passing along something to him as information, and this happens all the time. I said, hey, just so you know that when I quit drinking those 5-hour energies, there was part of my gut pain was fixed. It was corrected. I've been talking with Danny H. on staff about this off and on. And I thought, you got to imagine that a doctor would like to know information. If you have something to share, you're like, hey, by the way, I quit eating avocados and my hearing was restored. That might be something you'd be interested in. Don't eat it. Some people, if they eat too many avocados, their hearing goes bad. Or, if there was something like that, you think you're just passing along information, let the doctor do with it what he wants. So I just thought I'd say, listen, a couple, 2 or 3 weeks of no 5-hour energies and this one specific gut pain that was hurting so bad pretty much went away. The other day, I texted him and said, or today I texted him and I said, the other day I was in a pinch and I had to take a 5-hour energy. I had to stay awake, so I drank one. I've been off of them, but I drank one. And the next day, my gut came back. And so I stayed away from it again, and sure enough, the gut pain went away. All I'm doing is giving him the information like, hey, just so you know, you could have other patients out there that may be suffering from the same thing. I didn't realize 5-hour energies could hurt your gut as bad as they did, or you could react so quickly, but it was clear. I hadn't had them in a long time. So I just wrote him that. I just said, hey, just so you know, just FYI, I had one and it hurt. I stopped, drinking it, and it went away. And he wrote back and said, well, don't drink them then. Yeah, no shit. I wrote back. I go, yeah, Captain Obvious. No fucking shit. I know. I wrote him that. I wrote, good call, Captain Obvious. I know that's what it was. I know not to drink it. I knew I shouldn't drink it when I did drink it. I'm just letting you know that this was a thing and it came up. And now you could actually tell one of your other patients, hey, you should stop drinking those. I got this one guy over here. Every time he drinks one, it affects him. It's information, man. That's all it is. And then I got Briggs, who's, he's 20 or almost 20, he's 19. And, you're trying to give him good advice. He's driving around a pickup truck, 2-wheel drive with city tires on it. And winter's coming. It's going to get slick out there. And he's like, oh, I've driven in the snow, kind of. I was there when he says he drove through the snow. That wasn't even snow. That was stuff that was just falling from the sky, not even sticking on the ground. He has no idea what he's in for. And I've been telling him for a month and a half to go get his other car fixed. He has a 91 Toyota Camry. You guys remember 8-bit? I think that would be a much better car to try to drive around in, a front-wheel drive Toyota Camry, than a rear-wheel drive Dodge pickup truck with a lot of power and no weight in the back. But not listening. Told him to, last couple of days, get some antifreeze. You just got water in your radiator. Get some antifreeze. Maybe he did finally today, but I don't know if he's out there doing it. He'd probably have to wait for me, and then I'll have to be out there in the cold and the dark after the show tonight, because he'll go in his room and play video games. Well, I don't know how to do it, Dad. I'm waiting on you. And then on top of that, you get things that are just that good people maybe rub you the wrong way. I was going to say this person's name. I'm probably not going to. One of you guys, a viewer, a follower, a fan, But there's certain people that cry out, "What about me? What about me? Look at me. What about what I'm doing?" I hate that. When you bring up, mention me, say something about me, mention my thing, you're not talking about me enough. I go the other way. I'll talk shit about you. I ain't gonna say anything. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna promote it. I just shut off and I just skip over it. My wife has told me for the past like 5 weeks about one person who keeps going, well, you should say something about me. You should bring something up about me. I'm sitting over here being me. And every time she does, I go, okay. And I don't say anything to her, but I just ignore it. And to be fair, we got about 4 of those people right now that always want to have a little notoriety, and I just don't want to do it. But today it kind of came to a head where my wife came in and said, you better say something. This particular person's getting pushy. And I'm like, God, tell that person to shut the fuck up. I try to have a good time on Gen X Talks. I try to have a good time on the Bottom and Glass Nation shows. And if you're going to make me promote you or say something, we had a guy in here who's not part of Gen X Talks anymore. And, his whole thing was, if he gave memberships and he gave stuff, he wanted me to shout out his name every time, which I try to. Try to give him props. Everything, every area of my life that could have a problem is having a problem. And my wife, Gen X Mom, who's sitting right across from me on a microphone too, she's been sick for 5 or 6 days, not well. And this is like her second or third time this has happened to her. I'm not upset that she got sick. That happens. I'm upset because, to be honest, she carries more of the load and the burden around here on things than I do. She keeps everything flowing. She keeps everything in line. So when she goes down, no matter how hard I try, I feel like I'm stepping on my dick every other step because it just doesn't flow right. She's absolutely my best friend. And when she's not well and functioning, I'm not well. I love to pick up the slack and shoulder up the load and be the guy. I'll carry us across the finish line. Let me do this. All right. But there's so much going on that even when the two of us are firing on all cylinders, we can barely get it done. Sometimes we can't get it done, even with both of us at full speed. So when she goes down, it amplifies all of my problems because things are slipping through the cracks and things that we're behind on and I gotta leave. I gotta leave in the next 3 or 4 days to Arizona, and then I'm supposed to be down in Southern California to work on something for my building. And do I take her? I hate traveling without her. I hate going alone and doing all that stuff. But what do? She's just barely recovering. Put her on the road with me because I'm being selfish. And we're sitting there discussing some of these things. We're in the studio. We're doing back and forth stuff. And I was really chugging along today, man. I was doing pretty good. And right before the show, about an hour before the show starts, we start talking about things that we didn't get done, that needed to get done. And then the Facebook thing comes up where, you get dinged on your stuff, and it's like, sorry, you can't do this. What Facebook punished us for was something that was for 3 or 4 months ago, and then their punishment was because of a picture that we posted that we took down at their request. Everything was fine, been quiet for 3 or 4 months. Now they say, even though we took it down at their request, it still dings us. They said we can't make money on Reels anymore. Now, to be fair, we can put up 20 to 30 Reels a month on Facebook personal page. And I bet we get $300. It's nothing. It's like $10 a video. It's not even worth the effort. But it's worth the effort because it's content and it keeps people engaged and it keeps viewers and the audience grows. So I'll still do it for that. But it was nice to get an extra $300 for the effort, even if it was only, $10 a video or something. And they're like, no, you can't even have that anymore. Fuck you guys. You can't have it. No. I don't. Maybe that's why we can't go live on Facebook Personal tonight. Maybe that was part of the thing they dinged us for. Can't go live. I tried to put in the stream key in the URL and it wouldn't go, so I gave up. That's why one of the reasons why we were late. And why? And there's nobody ever to talk to. Nobody ever cares. You can't figure it out. It's a very unfair system, but it's their platform. You know, if you don't like it, don't be on Facebook. That's what they tell you. They can make whatever rules they want. It's a private company. I have no business telling them how to run their private company. They can tell me to fuck off and cancel Gen X Talks right now, and I have no leg to stand on. It's their private company. I'm on their time. But it's very frustrating when you're participating in something for a long time, and then they just pull the plug. I don't get it. And that's just one of many things that are going on that I hate to use the term overwhelmed. These sound like first world problems to everybody else. I get it. There's a lot more things to be happy about than sad about. And if my biggest problem in life is, my truck being under warranty or not, and Facebook and my reels, then I'm kind of a dick. I'm a supreme douchebag. Because there's people out there with medical problems. There's people out there that can't pay their bills. There are people out there that are trying to find work. And I'm whining about this stupid shit. But it bothers me. I don't know. People above my pay grade, I'm sure stuff that bothers them I'd laugh at too and go, that's your biggest problem? You don't know which yacht to buy? Your favorite captain got stolen away by some other multimillionaire, and now he's captaining that yacht instead of your yacht? Gee, really, I feel you. I feel your pain, buddy. I'm sure their problems look stupid to me as my problems look stupid to someone else. But it just hit me, it came to a head right before the show, and I'm like, I just don't want to fucking go on. Trying to do stuff, you take 3 steps forward and 2 steps backward. Still progress, but it sucks. Well, before I jump out of here, Gen X Mom, is there anything you had to say?
I have sheets.
Why don't you have some sheets? Let's have some sheets from Gen X Mom.
All right. Bill on YouTube says, call GM main office and complain to them and explain to them what's going on. Have you ever done that before?
No.
Would it matter? Like, would it do anything?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, but if they're messing with us.
I know. I just wouldn't. I don't know. And what am I going to do? Complain before I go there tomorrow? Like they're going to make a decision? It'd take them 6 weeks to make a decision on the GM hotline.
Frank over on TikTok is sending gifts over there. So that's thankful to Frank.
I usually watch you guys on TikTok. I haven't pulled up the stream. I haven't been watching comments on TikTok. Your moderator over there is Mary Mathis. If you see Mary Mathis in there, that's your moderator. If you say something to her, she can copy and paste it and put it in the sheets, and Gen X Mom can read it. Every platform has a moderator. If you guys want something read to us, by us, you got to get the moderator on your platform to copy and paste it. That's what they're there for. But thank you guys on TikTok for giving the gifts. Doesn't matter how small or how large. I appreciate you guys doing stuff because that's your hard-earned money. It's not ours. We don't deserve it. So when you give it, I'm really grateful.
Pat Nelson on Facebook says, how was milk offensive? I don't remember.
I do remember the post. I posted it. It was something I did. It was a picture of 2% milk. Okay?
Yeah.
A gallon of milk that was 2% milk.
Right.
And the caption said, Dad, I was just in the fridge. You need to plug the milk in. It's almost out of battery.
What?
Down to 2%.
I got you. I know.
Okay. So that's what the picture said. The picture said, Dad, I looked in the fridge. You got to plug the milk in. The milk's almost out of battery. It's down to 2%. And then the caption over it said, this was a real conversation. My kids are this stupid. That's all it said. That's word for word what it said. This was a real conversation. Yes, my kids are this stupid.
But they said it was violence.
Yeah, potential violence. There's no potential violence. I called my own kids stupid, their behavior stupid. And they said, on July 4th, they said, you should pull this down. It could be offensive. So I pulled it down and took it off and submitted it. And they said, cool, you took it down. That was July 4th. So August 4th. So all of July, or was it June? It was June.
No, it said July 4th.
Okay, so all of July, all of August, all of September, and half of October. So we're at 3.5 months. Then they said, hey, that post you took down, we found out it was offensive and we're dinging you. It's like, fuck you. You guys told me to take it down to avoid this problem, and I did, dipshit. I did what you said, asshole. And by the way, it wasn't offensive anyway.
Yeah, Omnis over on YouTube says, I think Meta has been paying out too much. A lot of people losing monetization over nothing. Easy way to run the bag up. Cut 100,000 people for a month. Remember, I kind of mentioned that.
You did. You mentioned that a couple hours ago. You said, I wonder if we're making money on there now and they're pissed. Well, they should pick somebody else because we're not making a lot. If they want to cut some numbers, don't cut the guy making $800. Cut the fucking guy making $8,000 a month. Cut that motherfucker down.
But we have a lot of followers. That's why we're probably like up there somewhere.
I don't know. The whole thing's just fucking dumb.
So Graham Gordon says for $2 Canadian whiskey fund to not say poop about me is what he said.
Don't talk shit about Graham.
For $2.
Oh,
That's for what? 5 minutes. No.
So, yeah, it's like 5 minutes, $2 every 5 minutes.
Brent went fishing for $10. Said what Graham said. So you can't talk bad about Brent.
Did Jeremy B ever come back? The guy that I hurt his feelings or whatever.
I haven't seen him yet. Houdini has been an extra for 43 months. That's amazing. Wow. The Dirty Wrench says, General, which part of Arizona are you visiting?
I think I'm going to be cutting through. Is it the 40 that runs through Flagstaff?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's the 40 that runs through Flagstaff. I got to go out there and meet someone somewhere between Flagstaff and the New Mexico border, return their trailer. Dr. Shadowlight, I got to get that to him. I'm trying for Saturday, but it looks like it's going to be Sunday, and I'm just going to have to leave early and drive as far to where he is.
Aaron Heath on Facebook says, I'll follow you anywhere if the channel gets deleted. Thank you, Aaron.
I appreciate that. We do.
A78 Fixer, $10 given. Jeremy Underhill, $20. Here's a 20 for the General's Fuck It Bucket. We all love you, General, even in the shitty days. Thank you, Jeremy.
Appreciate
so much. Kailash says on YouTube, you may take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, but your toes are always pointing forward, and that's the direction to go.
Yeah, that's a good thing, too. He's not wrong on that.
Yep. Sometimes it just hits us at a bad time.
It was just bad. Right now, there's a ton of stuff, and just the best things going on in my life are the fact that we sold the house and we got out of California. That's one. We're making progress in some other areas about moving out to Dayton. We bought the property out there. Your brother, the Sun Valley Fox, has been he took the place of your mother, where I used to call your mother and talk to her about stuff, and now we'll just shoot the shit in his garage, and and that lets me vent a little steam.
They're both like our biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah, the Sun Valley Fox is I'd rank him in my top 5 things going my way, is having him in my corner just steering me in the right direction. He always comes up with better suggestions than the ones I thought. And just like I was going to do all the stuff with the trailer and unload the trailer and dump the trailer and get this and then leave it really early, and your brother just said, fill up your truck with gas, bring the trailer over to my house, park it in the driveway, hooked up, ready to go. And when you want to leave in the morning, just drive over here and leave. You don't got to hook anything up. You don't got to check trailer lights. You don't got to go get gas. You just have to leave at 4 in the morning, whatever you're doing, just get on the road. So, I wasn't even thinking along those lines, but I get so jumbled up and stuff. Sometimes I just skip a few things.
Yeah. Jeremy Underhill on YouTube said they've been dinging a lot of conservative creators, he says.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Shai says it sounds like the post on Facebook was a mass report swatting. Just saying.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, people reported it for saying stupid or something. Uncle Fatty said stupid is a flagged word, potential harassment if you say that word.
Yeah, well, Facebook's fucking stupid. There.
There you go again. You said it again. The shoeless one said, he's blue, I'm blue, member for 36 months. So, John Morgan, member for 2 years, $2 on YouTube. To us, by us, Tubu, or like Fubu. I don't know. I'm not following. Not getting it. I'm not getting it. Making my pets immortal on TikTok sent you a gift.
Making my pets immortal.
That's the name that came up.
I'm
with.
not sure if this dude's a taxidermy guy or if he takes a lot of pictures and videos of his pets. I don't know. That's an off one.
Cash Bundy, thank you so much for the gifts on TikTok. We appreciate that. Laura K is checking in saying, I'm sorry you're having a sucky day. Love you, Laura says.
Oh, look who's yawning now. There's one studio yawn for me.
Well, I kept you up last night.
Not for very long.
You're laughing now.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that. That's not good.
No.
Little too much TMI.
Over before it started.
That's on you, buddy.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
Jamie on Facebook says, how about them Dodgers?
I don't even know. I didn't see they're
doing well.
They beat the Brewers?
I don't think they've completely.
Because that wasn't a matchup I was looking forward to.
Firewoo Dart on TikTok. Dare me to poke the bear? Should have bought a Ford.
Who said that?
Firewoo Dart.
Yeah, Ford's got more problems with their engines and transmissions than Chevy does right now, and Dodge at the moment has them both beat. So that's a tough one.
John on Facebook says, my buddy works for GM. He is the one who steps in when the dealership can't fix it. They are out there if dealer can't fix it. That's what he said.
Yeah, well, they can fix it. They've already fixed it, but who's paying for it is the deal. That's the deal right now.
Aaron on Facebook, yes, call the main plant in Michigan. It helped in my situation, he said.
Well,
we're trying to handle it.
I'm trying to be cool about it and just I'm looking at things from the position of as a tech. That's all.
Frank again and Making My Pets Immortal both sent gifts on TikTok. Thank you so much.
Do you know what they're sending? Because that's
she's writing it, but I'm not exactly. It's like good job, GG, and a cap, baseball cap. I mean,
because they on TikTok, I understand that the more expensive the gift they send, the bigger thing it is. So if you just say gift, it could be a rose, which is like 10 cents or something, or it could be like a Ferrari that's like $100.
I'm sure Mare would let me know if it was something like extravagant.
She better get her shit together over there on TikTok. You know what? I wonder if I can see it on here. You go ahead and talk.
I don't know. There's nothing more in the sheets.
Make something
Not
up.
now.
That's
no.
what I do. I make shit up.
Somebody said the Dodgers won today or tonight or whatever that is. I don't know. I don't get it.
Tonight, or whatever, huh?
Yes, that's what they just said. I'm reading. Tales from the Flop side on YouTube says, you don't know this, but I've been listening to you two for a few years now. Helped me keep my sanity when we were struggling. Never said thank you till now. Thank you so much for saying that in the chat. We really appreciate that. That's very cool.
Kind of the right time for me to get a little piece of good news on there. That's kind of the right feeling, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that was very, very cool to reach out and say something. Somebody else said for the first time they wrote something. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Oh, Socks Bulletin. Hey, Gen X Talks. I've been watching you for months now, and I really enjoy your streams. Tonight is the first night I've commented in this chat.
Well, I appreciate it. Sorry that I'm fucking bumming everybody out today. I'm telling you, I can't get there from here for some reason.
And Tori Randolph is saying, my hair looks great up. Thank you so much. It just was a no... I just didn't want to do hair. And when we decided we weren't going to go pick up the truck, guess what I did?
Jumped into
the jammies went on.
Took the bra off and just...
And then I sat here right before the stream and I went, oh, shit. I'm going to be on stream. I'm going to be on camera. So the hair went up. It's up tonight. Sorry.
See, I can't see our TikTok stream on here. Like, I can't see it on the phone, and I don't know why. I should be able to see it because on here you can see if someone gives you a gift, it appears on your phone, and I can't make it do it, and I don't know why. It's such bullshit.
America the Great just gave $5 on YouTube. Thank you so much for that.
We're still live, right? We're still live on TikTok?
We are still live. Oh, on TikTok? I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Let me just tell.
Just asking because I was trying to see it, but...
I'm thinking it is. I haven't heard otherwise.
Oh, wait. Maybe I can do it right here. Let's see.
Kailash says, you're not bumming anybody out. That's what friends are here for. Good times and bad love, you guys. Thank you. Bad
All right,
love?
I'm watching it now. If there's something comes up on TikTok, I should be able to see it. If
Okay.
It's a gift, I think.
All right. Thank you guys for understanding. It's just a crappy day. Ooh,
Well, I
I'm
can't see any of the
tired.
chat.
To be honest, let me tell you about last night. You girls will understand, okay?
You're leaving one part out.
Yes.
Okay.
I had one of those days last night. I went to bed and my mind decided to click on. And I started thinking of, I'm not feeling well. I have so much to do. The wash machine, oh, that's the other thing. The wash machine broke. So I'm way behind on washed. I think I got 1 or 2 loads done when we got back from Oregon, and then the dryer, not the wash machine, the dryer took a dump. So I'm stressing about that. I'm like, it was just one of those nights where my mind just kept going. And then the tears started and I started crying, and he's sound asleep next to me. And I'm just crying going, man, this is just not going well. I'm not sleeping. So I woke you
You
up.
woke me up at 2 in
And
the
I'm
morning.
like, just hold me. I go, just hug me, and this will make it better. So it was just a bad night. So I'm tired today. Ooh, see, but I'm feeling better. I'm on the mend. I'm feeling better. It's just now we're far behind, and now all this other stuff is happening. So, anyways,
It's a bum
just
deal.
life.
That's all.
life isn't it supposed to be easier when you get older? Isn't that?
That's what they said. It's supposed to get easier. It's supposed to slow down. I don't feel like it.
I don't know. So let me see if
puzzle.
there's anything else in the sheets that I have. Requested a nominee, I can't say the word. Asked, you appear to be holding your chest. Are you okay, General?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was just folding my arms. I was being cross.
Yes.
Being cross.
Marley Brinks sent a heart to us on TikTok.
See, I'm on TikTok on the computer. It never shows up on the fucking computer, and it doesn't show me who's doing what.
I'm sorry. Our Road Bill 68. Hold your head high, General. Don't let the bastards pull you down, he said, or she said. Troy Abbott, just a thought, there's always Kick streaming. They even let you play music without copyright strikes.
Well,
I don't know anything about that.
I don't either. Is Kick that green logo with the green K? Because on Streamlabs, all of a sudden it just popped up that like that's a choice when you go down and you check where do you want to go streaming tonight. You check TikTok, you check Facebook Blue, Facebook Personal, you check Rumble, you check YouTube. Then all of a sudden this green one came up with the green letter K. I skip it because how would I want to go live there? I don't even know what it is.
I have no idea what it is either.
So
No clue.
I don't know.
Let me see if there's anything else. Chris and Vicky, they won. Dodgers lead the series 3-0. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's impressive. That's impressive because I didn't want that matchup at all. Because I don't think we beat them all season.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we severely lost all season. I'm like, shit, then we're facing them instead of the Cubs. I was like, that's not good.
Ryan over on YouTube says, channel. Thank you so much, Ryan. Sometimes we need to hear that. Sometimes we need to hear that we're doing a good job, that we're reaching out to people, because sometimes we throw stuff out there and we don't hear it.
Yeah. I want to switch screens for a second here, go to the drag and drop section of the program. I want to bitch today about something I did. So I put out this post. There might even be somebody watching right now. This is the studio cam. We did get a studio camera back up, even though we don't have our big, beautiful studio that we had in California, where we just converted a room into a studio. It's all white walls right now in the picture you can see, but Gen X Mom, she's got so much stuff to fill those walls with. There's still going to be boxes left over. But you can see the big wooden American flag. It's behind me right here. And that was one of the backgrounds of the studio, the cameras, for a long time. Well, I had to mount that on the wall. It's very heavy. And the guy who designed it, he drilled 2 holes in the bracket to hang it 18 inches apart.
You were telling me about that.
18 inches apart. Is that ringing a bell? Does that raise a red flag for anybody if I have to hang this very heavy object on two bolts or 2 screws, 2 lag bolts? Why 18 inches apart seems unusual to anybody? Does to me. Anybody know what number I would have preferred it being? Yeah, Sun Valley Fox, your brother just mumbled it. I could hear him. He's right here in town. I could hear him. He went, 16 inches. Because that's on center for the studs. So I didn't have any toggle bolts.
Dog Company Ranger says 16-inch on center.
That's the right answer. Yeah. Isn't that what I said today?
Yes.
So I'm trying to put that thing on there, and I didn't have a lag bolt. I had to use one of those stupid metal inserts in the drywall that doesn't have any grab to it.
Yeah.
And I put the lag bolt in this side, grid, and I put this one in there, centered it, and it dropped down about a 1/16 of an inch. And I put the flag up there, and I put my level on it, and I got an example of what happened with the level. Okay? There's what happened with the level. Good to the flag with a funky level, but do you guys see where it's at? You see that shit? Now that's technically in between the lines, okay?
Buffering.
We're in between the lines. There, and I put my level. No, level, it's going. I got an example of what happened with the level.
It was after that.
Okay. There's what happened with the level. A funky level, but do you guys see? All right, so it looks like it's not buffering on my end. It looks like it's still there, but that's the level. Now that picture shows that it's inside where it's supposed to be. Technically, it's in between the lines. But for me, that's not right. It's not close enough. Oh, yeah, I see where you're buffering now. Now it looks like it's buffering the shit out of it. But he's in there playing. He's not supposed to be on right now.
Okay.
Anyway, so that flag behind me, it's not off half a bubble. It's not off a quarter bubble. It's not off really any bubble, but it's off enough to where I know that it's not right.
And it's irritating you.
Pisses me off. I even went up there and I took off the flag again. And what I did was I went in there and on the board that it hangs on, I shimmed it on one side and put it back, and it didn't even help. I don't know. I was bummed about that shit. So now you guys know that the flag behind me is off a little tiny scotch of a bit, and it bugs me. It's going to bug me the whole goddamn time.
Laura K.
Yeah, Laura K.
is reaching out to us saying, I'm having surgery tomorrow morning, hospital arrival at 5:30. Could use some Gen X Talks good juju.
If I had any good juju, I'd be sending it your way. I love Laura K. You know where we talk? She always chimes in on Patreon. She always makes a comment.
Aw.
She'll say something and I get to reply. I look forward to her on Patreon because everybody else just breezes through. All the people on Patreon, we get like 1 comment, 2 comments, 3 comments on something. But Laura almost always is one of them. So I talk to her over there because I can't talk to anybody else anywhere.
The Dirty Wrench on YouTube says, don't worry about nothing. You two are doing great. You probably don't know because I don't put a lot of my stuff out there, but you both helped Gabby and I through some really tough times.
I hope anything we have said helps out people in some degree, whether it's the Bottom of the Glass Drinking Show, whether it's a world show. If there's anything we've ever said or done that has brought any happiness or joy to any of you guys, even for a couple minutes, then good. And job well done.
And our job is done. Joe Derrick in the Philippines says, Mama X, my wife asks me in the mornings, I missed the show. What happened to the show? She quietly listens in the background. Yes, believe it or not, quietly.
Wow, that's good.
She's always listening.
Always listening, Wazowski. Here's a headline for you that I was going to play tonight in the drag and drop section. Horny ghost haunts house.
Excuse me?
Horny ghost haunts house.
You should meet Kevin. Is it Kevin Grimes?
If you thought Casper was friendly, you should meet Kevin.
Kevin, stay out of the house.
Kevin's the horny ghost. Now, my dumb brain doesn't always work, but how do they know he's a horny ghost? Is he naked? Does he walk around the house naked, this ghost? And how do they know his name's Kevin? This is just odd. It's like, how would you qualify that? If you're a reporter and you got to go out and take this story, like, okay, so we understand you have a ghost in your house. Yes.
What qualifies?
You have his name? Yeah, his name's Kevin. And can you tell us anything about him? Well, he's horny. The next question you have to ask is, how do you know? Well, he had sex with my wife the other night. And what is he saying? You got
what the hell?
I don't know. I'm not saying I have an answer to that.
Noel says the overly friendly ghost.
Overly or maybe friendly just about right, depending on your needs. I don't know.
Kevin Grimes, I love you. I just had to.
You just threw Kevin under there.
I did. I had to poke him. I had to poke him.
You poked him with the horny ghost story. You poked him. Good stuff.
Oh, that's fun. Top Knots rules that maybe it's replaying a certain scene from Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, I know what they've seen that is. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hate to cut the stream short, but I just can't get in the mood for laughing. I want to, but everything's just weighing on me right now. Now, we're supposed to have a garage show tomorrow night, but let's keep in mind how this goes. I got to stay up tonight because I have to edit and render and post the Off the Record show. I have to edit and render and post the audio of today's podcast and the video of today's podcast. I'll get to sleep when I get to sleep. Then tomorrow morning, we're going to go to the dealership, figure this out, go to the Sun Valley Foxes, get the trailer, unload the trailer into our now clean garage, take all the junk that we don't want from our garage and we don't want from the trailer, go to the dump it, then come back and do what? Do a garage show then after we slide in there with 5 minutes to go and do a garage show from the Sun Valley
I
Foxes.
don't know, but I got a lot of laundry to do tomorrow at the Sun Valley Fox house, or you don't have clean clothes.
To go on my trip that I have to take.
Oh, it's a fun day in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Mr. Rogers when you need him?
Well, we discussed him on the podcast today.
We did.
And what did we learn?
Wait, today or last night?
Today.
Last night you asked me.
Last night. That's right. We discussed Mr. Rogers last night on the Off the Record
It's
show.
a beautiful day in my neighborhood.
Wrong.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
In this neighborhood. That was the Mandela effect for Mr. Rogers. That's right. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Kevin
Won't you
Grimes
be
is
mine?
laughing because I made fun of him.
Well, at least somebody is.
At least
How
we'll
come-
know.
Now, how come you make fun of Kevin Grimes and he's here laughing about it? I make fun of Jeremy B and he takes his ball and goes home.
I don't know. Kevin Grimes is funny, and I've met him in person, so I know.
Well, he's been in our studio a couple times, the one in California.
Yes.
So he's been around. He knows the lay of the land.
Yes, he does.
He was smart that one year. I've told this story before, but we had that big barbecue and there was just a ton of people there. And I went in the studio because I knew pretty soon Seagar, Scotty, Low Torque, Two Bear, everybody, we were all going to end up in the studio.
Yeah, the Woman Haters Club.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. We were all going to end up in the studio and probably drinking and going live on camera for a few hours. So I go in there to start getting stuff set up. Kevin Grimes walks in and goes, "Hey, is it cool if I sit down?" I go, "Yeah, take a spot." He goes, "Well, I don't want to be in anybody's way." So I pointed to a chair. I said, "Well, nobody usually sits right there."
Right.
So he didn't move. But he was the first one in the studio, and he stayed there for 45 minutes before the festivities even started. And then when everybody piled into the studio and we couldn't get one more person in there, it was standing room only. Low Torque was sitting up on some speaker system in the corner up 4 feet because there was nowhere to go. Guess who had a chair? Kevin Grimes. Because he got there early and just said, "I'll just sit right now and wait." And everybody filled into the room around him. So he had a prime spot because he was patient.
Yes, he
So
was.
he knows the story on that one. All right, listen. I'm gonna
I have one thing to say.
Go ahead.
You know, if you don't want to do the garage show, the Sun Valley Fox can do his show.
not a chance.
You can just kind of
No.
hand it
Nope.
over to him.
No.
He's got a cool garage,
It's a lot harder to do what I do than people think.
but, you know,
I'm not doing that.
he could do it.
No. I don't think he could. He can't.
I don't know.
You got to have a feel. You got to have a knack. You got to have an angle. You know what? That's what your brother's missing. He doesn't have an angle.
Okay. Kai Carter on YouTube for $5. You talked about Mandela effects on the podcast a long time ago. Did you ever find anything out about the super tanker drink you swore you had growing up?
Oh, you know what? I never
forgot
did.
about
Yeah.
that.
I
Wow, that goes back.
that goes back.
far.
Who pulled that?
Kai Carter.
That was a damn good pull. That was a nice pull. Yeah. Back when I was a
remember.
kid growing up, there was the 7-Eleven came out one summer. I'm going to guess it was the summer of maybe 82 or 83 or so. And they came out with the Big Gulp. Everybody had drinks. You had small, medium, and large. McDonald's and everybody
You
go to
could buy
gas
that
station,
big, huge thing and
small,
refill
medium,
it.
and large. It was no big deal. Everybody had small, medium, and
Right.
large. And all of a sudden, 7-Eleven comes out and goes, "We got the Big Gulp, 32 ounce or whatever it was." And look at the Big Gulp. And you're like, "Oh my God." Then all of a sudden, everybody, you weren't going to Circle K. You weren't going to Dairy Queen anymore. We were all going to 7-Eleven.
What about AMP?
getting the big gulp. Well, then right after that, AMPM came out with the same size called the Thirsty 2-ouncer.
Oh, that was it.
And theirs was purple. Their colors were purple and orange or whatever and white. And they had the Thirsty 2-ouncer. So, we'd go to either place. And then 7-Eleven came out with the Super Gulp, which was a really tall, big gulp. It was called, or no, the double gulp. It was either, I think it was a double gulp. Yeah, it was a double gulp. And this thing was just, sickeningly amount of sugar and syrup. So, of course, as kids, we were super happy.
Of course.
Well, AMPM came out with one that was in a carton. You had to open up the carton like a milk carton at school, fill it up, fold it up like a milk carton, and they even had a plastic retainer clip that slid across the top of it to hold this thing together. And I remember it because it was called the Super Tanker. And it was a super tanker, and it was the biggest drink, 44 ounces.
Holy mackerel.
The Super Tanker from AMPM. I don't think they had it more than a couple, 2 or 3 summers, but I remember the Super Tanker because it was open like a carton of milk at the top. You had to fold it up and slide a white piece of plastic on it to hold it shut, and then put your straw in it. I'm telling you, those were the soda wars back in the day. I have not been able to find a picture or anybody who's ever even heard of the Super Tanker ever.
Okay. The term Super Tanker 7-Eleven soda likely refers to a large format soda container, possibly inspired by an advertisement or a real world product like the 7-Eleven Mighty Big Gulp, which holds 1 gallon.
No, wasn't a gallon. It was 44 ounces, and it was AMPM. I don't know if 7-Eleven followed suit and did one also.
They did a Mighty Big Gulp. This is a 1 gallon drink bag that can be filled with any fountain soda at a 7-Eleven store.
Don't remember
They had
that
a
one.
Super Big Gulp and a double gulp.
Yeah.
Team Gulp holds 128 fluid ounces.
No, this was now you're just getting insane. Like when we went to A&W, and remember the A&W root beer place, and we could get a gallon of A&W root beer. We brought it back for the kids.
Yes.
That was really good. But that's not for personal use. If you're getting that much, it's something else.
7-Eleven Tanker Refills convenience store.
Well, I'm just telling you, I remember the Super Tanker, and no one else does.
I don't know.
Well, it was real, wasn't it? There's no fucking Mandela effect. I was a kid and I had one. I probably bought 6 or 7 of them one summer, but then I realized I couldn't drink that much. It literally was more than you could drink. I remember one time I went in and just filled it halfway with ice because there was no way I could drink all that soda.
You can imagine that.
It was gigantic.
Falcon on YouTube says, male Gen X from Sweden saying hello. Taxed and worked to death, but the show must go on, and it will. Mindset of the Gen X in Sweden.
So while we're dumping on everything, I might as well just bring up some bad news for everybody that I talked about it on the podcast today. So you guys are going to hear about it one way or the other. You guys know that we have members only sections.
Oh man, you really want to you just want to dump it, huh?
Might as well.
All right, go ahead.
Let's rip the Band-Aid right now.
Okay, let's do it.
So we have members only sections, and they start at $1. You can pay $1 and you can get members only content on Patreon. You can get $1 members only content on Facebook. It's called the General's Lunchbox. That's a Facebook page. It's members only, and it's $1. YouTube's the same way. They have various levels of membership, and it starts at $1. And we've been doing that for about 4.5 years. We have been, and we really put out a lot of content for you guys, behind the scenes stuff, personal stuff, family stuff. You guys get a lot of content on the member sites, and you guys get heads up on things first on the member sites. I mean, I've had a couple people email me and say, I have never, they're part of other pages, they're part of other creators, and they say, can't believe how much content you guys give us. You guys, it's almost daily, and sometimes it's nine things in one day. And some days we miss, but we really do a lot for you guys with this. And we charge $1 for it. And I was just thinking off and on over the past years, like, why don't we charge a little more? Other creators, big creators that we know, have told me and made fun of me and said, you guys got some good following. You guys got some really good members only content. You need to be charging $5 a month for that. Yeah. I guess. I mean, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's all worth $5. Maybe it's worth more. I just never felt right about doing more than $1. And I think what we're going to do is raise it to like $3 as the minimum. And I'm sure some people will say, fuck you, you selling out. You fucking sellouts. I can't. Now that you're charging money, you're a fucking sellout. I kind of got an answer for that, for all you pieces of shit that say that. We work really, really hard. We take pictures when we go out to lunch. We take pictures when I got pulled over by the cops. We grabbed our cameras and took pictures of it. Why? So we could bring you guys behind the scenes content. Then we come home and wrote a whole story about it. Everything that goes on in Gen X Talks with the kid, with Gen X Mom, with myself, we take pictures and we write stories for you guys to keep you guys up on everything going on. It's a lot of work. It's a huge amount of hours every day. How come you're allowed to go to work for a job and get paid, but I can't?
Sun Valley Fox is always telling us content always. When he's with us.
Yeah, always content. And he's right. There's stuff I would miss without him saying so.
Yeah.
But we can spend sometimes 8 or 10 hours a day working at this stuff, and we're sellouts? Well, you're a fucking sellout. You go to the grocery store every day and work at a grocery store. You work at a bank, you fucking sellout. You go to that bank and work and get paid, you fucking sellout. Or you work at a hospital, you must be a sellout. No, you're working hard and you're getting paid for it. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with doing this, what we're doing. And if we can get paid a little bit for doing it, thank God, especially since Facebook just dinged us a little bit. Maybe we can get a little bit back on the other side. I don't know. Maybe people will quit. Maybe half the people will walk away and say, fuck you, I'm not doing it. But the podcasts are going to be available for people that pay the $3 a month. That's $36 a year. For a whole year, $36 and you're covered for a fucking year. And they're going to get it first. And anybody who still wants it, all the regular, if you guys want it on Spotify or Apple, it'll come out. You're just going to be a week or so late. You're going to be a week or so behind. The members are going to get all the content up front and get it first. Now, tomorrow's podcast is still free. I'm just going to put it out there because in the podcast, we talk about what we're doing. Same thing as I'm doing now. But there's going to be a little bit of a change with that. If it means that we lose some of you guys, then we lose you. I mean, if it's really a deal breaker for you, then I'm sorry. But I'm not ever going to think that the work we put in wasn't worth $3 fucking. I'm not ever going to think that that's too much. No fucking way.
Graham Gordon had a great one. Just call it the Facebook tariff.
Yeah, it's a Facebook tariff.
That was a good one.
We're increasing our tariffs. So that's going to come into play. And if some of you guys got nasty notes, why don't you fucking keep them to yourself and don't tell me. We're not going to lose your brother.
Because he doesn't subscribe.
Not
right?
even a chance. Not a fucking
chance.
chance.
Behind the scenes anyway.
He's part of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not losing him because he don't pay the fucking $1. He didn't care if we raise it to $10. You ain't getting 1, you ain't getting 10. It don't matter.
Oh,
so
all right.
That's what we're doing. Just letting you guys know, since we're talking about shitty circumstances and shitty things that just lay it out there.
Wow. Brent Wayne Fishing just wrote, he goes, at Mama X, I help produce another YouTube channel that is $50 monthly charge. Think on this, he says. I can't imagine charging
doing
$50
that.
a month.
We're not worth it. We're no way are we.
I wouldn't
our stuff
do that.
Worth that.
So.
But I'm thinking if we could charge $3 and we don't lose a bunch of people, maybe they'll stick around. And I'll post it, of course. We'll post on all the member sites saying, hey, this is what we're doing. It's not just going to blindside everybody. But I hope they understand. And if they don't, they don't. And if they do, they do.
Steve Plum, it says, can you make it an annual payment? I don't think we have a choice.
I don't know.
We'll have to look into it, but I don't think we have a choice. But we'll check.
I don't think there's a way to do that. We don't control, like on Facebook and on YouTube, we don't control, we can control the price. But then Facebook does all the dealing.
Yeah.
YouTube does all the dealings. When you guys get free memberships, someone says, well, can you give me a free membership? I don't have a way to control where free memberships go. If one of you guys, like a Spot and Stock or somebody comes in and gives 5 memberships to people, YouTube chooses where they go. We have no say-so in that. Or if you guys have a problem with your billing, or I don't have anything to do with that. You know, that's completely 100% on YouTube.
All righty. Well, should we call it?
Yeah. Well, you know what I titled the live stream?
Yes. Angry at everything.
And it's in the subtitle for the description says, don't watch this live stream.
Now people are going to watch it.
I was very upfront with people. I wasn't promising anything. I was very clear on this is bullshit and you don't want to watch it.
Oh,
I do apologize for being in a bad mood. It doesn't often happen, but once in a while, and like I said, tomorrow is going to be a very unusual day. Dealing with the truck in the dealership, racing to the trailer, racing here, unloading it, taking it to the dump, dumping it, getting it full of gas and ready to go. Plus, you got to be doing laundry to get me on the. It's not. This whole thing's going to be a clusterfuck.
Tomorrow's another day. We'll just worry about it then. Diane Reed, thank you so much for upgrading your membership on Bottom of the Glass Nation on YouTube.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate those of you. There are some people. There's a bright spot in all this I could tell you about.
Oh, there is?
There is. Would you like to hear
I would love to hear it.
My sunny disposition would love to portray this to you in words that'll
Put
make
a smile on your face.
That's what I'm saying. I want to express my appreciation to all of you on YouTube who pay the top tier memberships. I'm going to do a shout out. I can actually screenshot those people that pay the top tier and how long they've been doing it. Next episode, I'm going to bring it up on the screen. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to take a minute and shout out all the people that are paying the top tier, because those guys support the channel like you wouldn't fucking believe. And it used to be there were some perks that went along with being top tier. We're going to reinstate them. One of them is, you guys know what cameos are. Cameo, you can pay a celebrity or a non-celebrity like us. You can pay I think it's $15 or $20 or something, and we will give you a personalized video. You can do a happy birthday to a friend or a relative. I can chew someone's ass if you want to.
When it's a good day, we'll send you a pick-me-up.
That's right. We're like, hey, buddy, you're doing a great job. And we've done a bunch of those. People have hired us and said, hey, send my brother a thing, call him an asshole or something. And we do. You give us the names. It was supposed to be like 30 seconds to 1 minute. And we always do. All of them are like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's always.
And so we give everybody their money's worth. But if you're a top tier member of YouTube, you're supposed to get one of those a month.
Yes.
If you want to, you just email and say I'm a top tier. We can check the names, and if that's true, then you can get a free cameo from us. But it's not really a cameo; it's through us.
Yes.
We're going to reinstate that. We're going to let all the top tier members know. But also, there's the studio cam. The studio cam's usually on 24/7. I'm not always sitting in here, but if you watch long enough, I come back in and do work, and
through the Discord channel.
It's through Discord. Yeah, anybody can be part of it. It's through Discord. And if you are a member of Discord, which is free, right now it's for free. The Discord overlord, Danny H., has deemed it so that for the next 30, 45, maybe 60 days, he's letting everybody view the camera. And I said, if that's what you want to do, it's kind of like crack cocaine. You got to give them some for free to get them hooked on it, and then you charge them afterwards. Only there's no charge in Discord. What he does is he assigns roles, and he can do things if you're a certain level member of Patreon or of YouTube or something. He can assign those to you, and you get in for free.
Oh,
so if you're already paying on YouTube, let's say, you get in for free. So the studio camera, which is on as we're going to rebuild this and redecorate and get rid of all the white and make it look cozy again, which my wife is brilliant about that kind of stuff. She is so good at that. Then for the next 30 or 45 or 60 days, whatever Danny H says, you guys get to see all that, but then it'll go to members. And you guys will get to be in there, whatever level he says.
I want to do a shout out to a few people. Paintball4908 on YouTube just became a member. Thank you so very much. And also, Tara Jean became a member on YouTube. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I want to look some up real quick just to see if I can.
So Danny H is drug dealing. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that on.
Don't say that. You see what happens when you say that shit.
He just said first taste is free, kids.
First taste is free. Let's see. Channel guidelines. No, that's not it. There's something in here. Let me look real quick. I'm not very good at this. You guys, you are faster at look. I have to get told how to go poke around on YouTube behind the scenes because that's really the Briggs area. That's the kid stuff. Okay, so I think maybe it's under community. Wouldn't that make sense? Community.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to see if it gave me a number of who's in where. So audience, and then I don't even know what trends is. I guess that's something new. All right, there it is. Popular, different audience. No. Channels you're on. No. Views growing your audience. No. And then it shows all the times everybody's on. Some of the stuff I do recognize. I was trying to find something for you guys. So let me just look. Hold on 1 second there, please. Thank you for joining the Quickie Mart. The donuts are in the back. Agreements, permissions, community, community and moderation. Nah, it's probably not going to be that. Permissions and categories. Channel. Nope. And general. Nope. Yeah, I can't find it. I was going to try to find something for you guys, but I can't do it. But I'll do it next time. I'll have my ducks in a row. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean, get your ducks in a row?
So you know where they're on? So you know it's organized? I don't know.
Is that like when you kill them and you line up all the dead ducks that you shot and the dogs brought back, you get your ducks in a row? Is that what that means?
God, I hope not.
Well, it can't. It can't mean that you're.
A mama duck has her babies in a row.
Does she? They waddle all over the place.
Oh, my
I'm just
God.
saying, I don't know what that means. All right, listen, we do got to get out of here. We made it almost an hour. Gracie, I think it's time for you to say goodnight.
Night, everyone. Love you all.
Thank you guys for tuning
you.
in. Thank you guys for chiming in. Not sure where you're listening in from around the planet. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you're listening in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things in life. Number one, wherever you go, well, there you are. And number two, I'll catch you guys on the flip side, baby, because I'm out.
Bye.